In this video I'm going to be working on the Tumbler with Bane by Moebius. I've had this kit in my stash for quite a long time. I really just felt it was a bit too complex and it wasn't a cheap kit to begin with, and so it kind of just scared me from wanting to build it because I just felt I'd make a mess of it and didn't really want to waste the money or the time. This is also what I've been busy with last month. But I finally saw someone else build it and it didn't look as bad as I thought it was, so that's what encouraged me to try and build it again. So I'm just going to have a look at the back of the box here. You can see you can either build the Bane version or the regular Batman version. It also includes a Bane figure, which I will be painting. I'm also doing a different camo pattern, as I've seen many of these built with the desert camo pattern, and I figure since it's mine I'm going to paint it a different colour, and I'm just going to go with the traditional olive camo. Fortunately I lost the video of the beginning of this build, so it will jump ahead to about halfway through, but first I've got a still image of when I started the build and then some video of the Bane figure. So here we have the Bane figure. Unfortunately I didn't put a prime coat on this, so the detail's not that good, but I'll give you a quick little look around. Yeah, I really should have put like a base prime of a grey or something so you can see the detail. So we have the model halfway through. I've got the front axles on, and I've got the glass in the front. That front section was a complete pain. So I put the glass in and used PVA to glue it, and I thought it was dry, but unfortunately it wasn't. And then I glued the front section onto the cockpit. Unfortunately the glue wasn't dry on the PVA and some of the glass fell out, and it just became a real nightmare to try and get the glass back in, and it's not quite right if you look closely, but luckily enough you can't really tell from this distance. So as you can see, the cockpit and the controls all painted now, and as I told you before, I removed the passenger seat because I have my own plans of putting some rockets there, which I'm going to scratch build like a loader system sort of thing from various bits from our bits box. As you can see, I've already painted the vents on the side. Now, the reason this window cover isn't on the other side is because of the rocket pod. There's two roofs for this. There's the one with the regular Batman roof, and there's the one with the rocket pod, which is moulded. That side of the panel is moulded. So this section's another really complex and fiddly bit. All these little springs and stuff that have got to go together, and they don't quite go together quite well, and I've seen a lot of other builders have the same problems I had, but I think I've got it kind of well done. You can't really tell because it's all black, so yeah, I don't really think it's that hard to tell. Obviously this is the thruster as well, and then there's these, I just don't know what these canisters are for, but they're just there. Again, as you can see, there's no side panel on this section, and there's a big chunk missing. This is because you've got to line this piece up with the roof, and as I've not got the roof on because I've still got the missiles to do, I haven't really got that piece on. I'll give you a nice little look on the interior with all the control panels. As you can see, the little outlet for where this chair is supposed to go. See all the nice little detail in the interior. This is kind of why I wanted to cut a hole in the roof and put my own hatch on, because the kit doesn't come with a hatch, and I just felt all this detail is very just obscured. All this detail is wasted because you're also supposed to tint the windows, and so you can only see through the windows so much. So yeah, I've got the roof piece on. Now this isn't painted, and obviously there's the rocket pod. There's still a few pieces missing from the roof, which is just to show you how it kind of looks before I go ahead and paint it and put the windows in and such. It doesn't quite fit, so I'm going to have to push it down. So here's the hatch that I've already cut open. I was going through the existing panel lines and just trying to make it look as close to what it probably should have looked like, as it's not meant to. And I'm not going to do the whole roof lifting up because it just looks like a waste. I'm not going to put a hinge on this as well. I'm already spending a lot of time on this model, and I just don't feel I can do one in the space that's available. So here's the finished Tumbler as well as the finished Bane. I didn't really shoot any videos of me painting Bane, but I'll explain how I did the Bane figure in a bit, so I'll just remove that one for now. So here's the Tumbler, as you can see. I felt it turned out quite well. It was a bit of a complex build, and I tried to build it more of a nice and clean version as opposed to the apocalyptic versions I usually build. This was kind of because the kit was a bit expensive, so I didn't really want to cut into it as much. I did initially paint it with a wash. Unfortunately the wash didn't turn out that well, so I had to repaint the whole car again. So I had to repaint the whole Tumbler again and the camo. And I was going to do another wash over the top, but at this point the perfectionist in me is kind of just bugging me over every little detail and not getting it right, so I'm just going to put it down and be finished with it. This way I don't end up just keep redoing the same job over and over and over. The next part I'm going to talk about is the pillars. Now these pillars didn't really work out all that well. Unfortunately what happened is the roof doesn't close all the way down, and these just didn't connect to the points that they're supposed to connect to on the side of the body. I did try and fill them in with some regular green stuff, but as you can see they're not really the best. Yeah, so in the future I'll probably try and fix this with some liquid green stuff or some other technique I find and learn about, but until then it'll just have to stay like this. So moving on to the interior. So initially you're supposed to tint the windows in this model, but I wanted to leave them untinted so you can see the controls and stuff on the inside. But as you can see, you can't really see that well into the cockpit because of the windows are only so big, because it's obviously an armoured vehicle and you don't want to have big holes to shoot through. So this is why I kind of built a hatch so you can see the interior a bit better. Pop the hatch. I might come back and make a mechanism for the hatch, but at the time I felt I put enough time into this model that I wanted to move on to the next project. So instead of a passenger seat, I put the rockets in. Now these are 132 scale rockets from 132 scale rocket accessories kit for an airplane. The bracket that's obviously supposed to go on the wing, I mounted upside down in the position where the passenger seat was supposed to be put. This way I felt it kind of looked a bit better. There's kind of 4 blue rockets which are for the bigger rocket parts, and then like a dozen of those small yellow ones are for the smaller rocket parts on the top. So we'll move on to Bane. Now I really don't have that much experience painting figures. The only other figure I've ever painted was the motorbike figure, and other than that I've done some Devil's Run small tiny figures, but again I'm not really that practiced at painting figures, so I can understand if you don't think this looks that well. So just some basic coats with a basic wash, although for the flesh I tried to do with a bit of a fleshy tone, so I added a bit of red to the skin tone that I have and painted that as a base coat. I went over the top of that with a light coat of the skin tone. My idea was the red undertone would kind of look like muscles and stuff, and kind of add that, like, you know, texture and shading like skin has, but it doesn't really look that well in the video or in the photos. But it was my first attempt, so you know, here you do. Overall I'm still kind of happy with it. So as usual there'll be a nice little slideshow at the end with some better images because I'm filming on a camera phone, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.